When we talk pandemic budgets, we have to talk about the letter V, the letter U, and the letter K.
So experts hoped our recovery would look like a V, shooting down because of the abrupt lockdowns, then shooting up just as quickly. And then the pandemic dragged on. They began to call it a U-shaped recovery, a sharp drop and then a deep valley before things finally picked back up.
And here we are now 6 months in. Economists say the letter K is now a factor. And it's the one worrying the city of Denver. In a K-shaped recovery, you have some winners whose business goes up, and you have a lot of losers whose business never picks back up. And Mayor Michael Hancock's budget for next year is designed to beat the K and keep us on a U-shaped path.
In order to get there, cuts have been made. And Denver 7's Ivan Rodriguez found that, predictably, not everybody's happy about what's going away.
It goes without saying, the city of Denver's 2021 budget will look radically different than years past because of the COVID-19 pandemic, mainly because the city will be facing a nearly $200 million budget gap. Part of Mayor Hancock's budget proposal calls for reducing overtime for police and fire departments and scaling back the hiring of new officers, with the idea that vacant positions left unfilled will create savings.
When we say we are cutting back training academies and we're going to train less individuals to join our police department, folks, we are setting back our ability to staff our police department, our ability to keep everyone safe in the city by years. So this is a budgetary decision that we are making in consideration of a system of developing law enforcement in our city, not in response to protests.
But for Brendan Beck at CU Denver, fewer officers on the street does not mean an increase in crime.
When you have consistent spending but dramatically fluctuating violent crime, is that there's not a strong correlation between how much the city spends on police and how much violent crime it sees.
The budget also proposes a $1 million increase in the STAR Alternative Response Program, which sends mental health professionals on police calls that don't require an armed officer, and $500,000 for youth violence prevention programming. Councilwoman Sita Baca says it's a good start, but more needs to be done.
We have spent decades fighting over crumbs, and to say $1 million here and a $500,000 there is a significant reallocation of dollars is not genuine.
For their part, Denver Police supports the investment in the STAR program. In a statement, they also say, "We are committed to making the adjustments necessary to minimize the effects of budgetary changes on public safety services we provide to our residents and neighbors." Ivan Rodriguez, Denver 7.